195, a senior out of Arlington, Texas, averaging 18.7. Zach Braxton at 6'9", 250 pounds. A sophomore out of Highlands Ranch, Colorado. He averages 8.3 a game. Kendall Hill is 6'7", 215 pounds. Senior out of Humble, Texas. He averages almost 10 points a game and 7 rebounds. And Ryan Richardson at 6'4", 185, a junior out of Chandler, Arizona, averaging 5.7 a game. And they'll play a lot of Dusty Baker off the bench. And McKay Cannon started the first 7 games of the year for Weber State. Starting lineup for Tim Duryea. Of course, Randy Ray, the head coach over on the Weber State side. Colby McEwen at 6'4", 195, freshman from Toronto, Canada, averaging 12.6. Shane Rector at 6'2", 185, a senior. He's out of the Bronx, New York. He averages 12.3. Norbert Janicek at 6'11", 240 pounds, a sophomore from Slovakia, averaging 9.5. He went to Snow Junior College. Jalen Moore, 6'9", 225, senior from North Logan, Utah. He's now tied with Shader Halliman as the number 18 all-time scorer. So 1 point moves him to 17, but 4 will move him past Mike Santos into the next spot up the list tonight. And then Alex Dargenton at 6'8", 205, junior out of Martinique, averaging 4.2 points per ball game, but he's only had 14 points total in the last 6 games. Randy McCall, Deldre Carr, and Jimmy Cassis are the officiating crew for tonight's basketball game in the D. Glenn Smith Spectrum. And again, the students are gone, so we don't have quite as much across the way from us. Town folks still have a few more to fill in tonight on this Wednesday night, and a few people also have probably made the trip from Ogden.
Yeah, I saw a few Weber people here, and there's a nice feel in the building. Let's get rocking with it.
All righty. So we've got the Wildcats in their purple and their white, and the Aggies in the home whites and the navy blue. Jalen Moore will jump against Braxton to start the game. Aggies will go as usual from right to left as we watch it for you here in the first half in the Spectrum. Looks like Deldre Carr is going to throw the basketball up for the jump. And there it goes, and it's tap controlled by Braxton. He gets it in the backcourt and bringing it across the timeline is Cody John. So John with the basketball for the Wildcats and bounces on the wing. Richardson takes it out front. Here comes Singleton coming around to the right side. McEwen tries to stay with him. They go back left side to John. A dribble drives on Rector under the basket, puts up the drive and scores it. Cody John, Wasatch Academy guy like Colby McEwen.
Comes out of that same factory down there. That's good.
And he
Canadian,
went,
too.
Yep, same place. Yep, Coach Gino Morgan found him inside. They pass it over the top.
Oh my
they get
word.
it to Janicek. He passes up a 10-footer for Jalen for a 20-footer for 3.
Well, that was a smart decision. Didn't look good at the time because there's nobody between him and the basket when he passed it.
They threw it over the top of Braxton. He could have had a lay-in, but he passed and got an assist. And it's a 3-2 Aggie lead. Richardson off the screen. Backdoor pass to Braxton. He runs down inside and banks it soft off the glass. That's a good shot.
That's a nice play, a little give and go.
He's averaged almost 12 points a game the last 3 for Weber State.
He's been impressive. Like I said, he's a changed young man.
Redshirted as a freshman and then a sophomore out of Colorado. Out front, Dargenton on the left wing. Posted up Jalen Moore now. Down inside, he's against Kindle. Backing in, fakes on him, doesn't shoot it, skips it cross court. McEwen now drives. McEwen to the basket, runs over a man, no harm, no foul, and banks it in. So McEwen with the basket, and the Aggies take the lead back 5-4.
That was an interesting non-call.
Minute 20 in, John goes around the top of the key, gets it back out front. Now Kendall Hill for the first time offensively. Gives it to Richardson. Back it goes to Hill, side of the key. He backs against Alex, goes right around him, and then fakes him up in the air and lays it in easily. So far, offense has been pretty well easy for everybody.
For everybody, yeah. They got inside twice too easy, and we got anything we wanted.
18-19 to play here in the first half. McEwen out front, Weber by a point. Wildcats now inside. Now they're going to call this foul after some of the others we've seen. It'll be Braxton. And again, the deal here is Braxton gets in foul trouble. We've seen Norby get in foul trouble as they go against each other.
A big factor in both teams tonight. The energy level's up really good right now for both teams.
Well, they know they're going to get a break after this, too. The guys won't have to practice for a while. And they inbound the ball, and it's swiped by Singleton, and they dribble the ball out of bounds. So I think it goes back to the Aggies. So Singleton got the ball, but I don't think it'll be a turnover because the ball still belongs to Utah State. Shot clock's at 30. So it is a repossession for Utah State. 18-11 to play here. Opening half in the Spectrum, and it's Wildcats by 1. Rector yo-yoing goes to Dargington on the right-hand angle, hands it off to Jalen Moore. Now 2 minutes into the game, comes to the left-hand side to Rector, who dribble drives into the key. Throw it off on the wing. Now over there, McEwen gives it off to Rector in the corner right. Shot clock at 14. Rector between the legs, dribble on John. Now Rector goes back and attacks Richardson. He goes under the basket and throws it in an interception. Senglin playing the passing lanes great. Senglin brings it down. Lows ahead to John. John goes in and gets fouled by Dargington.
Yeah, he was in trouble. He just drew the foul.
Aggies almost bailed him out when he went in there against the tall timber. If they just kind of stay solid with him and not go off the floor, they might now get the foul. But now Cody John will go to the foul line. He's 15 out of 23 on the year, 65% as a free throw shooter. Weber's a team 68, and that's way lower than they normally are.
Yeah, they're got to be better than that.
And he guns it up and in. So he has got 3 points. Coming into this game in his last 3, he'd only made 7 of his last 24 field goal attempts, Cody John. So one more for the Soft, and he rattles it out, 1 out of 2. So the Wildcats by 2, and the rebound Dargington, and the Aggies bring it up. 17:40 to play and a 7-5 Weber State lead.
Julian Perry for Richter.
Yep, Rector went out, Perry in. Julian out of McKinney, Texas. Low to Norby, Janicek. They don't really double him right now. Now they get Richardson on the side, and then a travel call probably, or 3 seconds. They called 3 seconds on somebody else.
Yeah, I was going to say.
So here's 2 turnovers in a row.
In batches a little bit. That's not good.
Got it. That was one of Rod Tueler's keys to the game, watching those turnovers. Ball game stands 7-5 Weber State. John spins on the left-hand angle and throws it on a pass right through the hands of Braxton out of bounds. Good idea, but kind of a tough whirling dervish pass.
Yeah, he pointed to himself. He gave him a line drive instead of a lob.
A little touch.
Yeah, it needs to be a lob.
Yeah. All right, McEwen, the point guard now with Rector out, brings it across the timeline. Perry comes over and gets the pass on the left-hand wing. Cutting now is Jalen Moore to get the handoff in the corner. Jalen off the screen. Curl, 15-footer, hit the side of the rim, didn't go, and Janicek tapped it in.
Nice inside position because they're fronting him quite a bit, and that's going to make him a rebounder tonight.
So it's 7-7, our first tie of the ball game at 16:54 to play, first half. John up to Richardson. Senglin has only had the ball just briefly offensively, made the interception, and now he gets a 3-point look out of the corner and drills it, rattled it, wouldn't go. Kendall Hill with the long arms knocked the ball, but it went out of bounds before he could get the rebound, so the Aggies get the offensive board, or the defensive board. 7-7 ball game. That Senglin, that was a rope out of the corner, and it rattled, but it wouldn't stay. He is 48%. He's number 4 in the country in making three-pointers. One of the leading all-time three-point shooters active in college basketball. 3 out front, McEwen hit the front of the rim, didn't go. John got the rebound. Kobe was trying to draw a foul call. Senglin front court, you got to get with him as soon as he comes across the timeline. He backs back, shoots for 3, missed it again. So he's 0 for 2. Rebound to McEwen. Still 7-7. Front court to Moore. Jalen over on the right, steps back, he shoots the 3 on the right, short. Rebound Dargington with the long arms. Alex goes in, pump fake, put it up, no good. He got up, goaltending call.
That's a good call because the ball came across. He took it right off the glass.
So it's 9-7 Utah State. 16 minutes and 10 seconds to play here in the first half. Across the timeline, Cody John. And Richardson pops out and gets it for the Wildcats. Flare pass over here to the right to John. The screen from Braxton around it. John hesitates, free throw line. Back to Braxton again. Another hard pass. He couldn't handle it. John has thrown the ball a couple times hard over the top of Braxton and through his hands.
Quick, but not hard. You know, I mean, it's got to be kind of quick. That's what he's talking about.
Pretty good idea because it looks like he'd have a lay-in if they get the ball to him. 15:55 to play. It's 9-7. And it's Utah State leading by 2 over Weber State for the first time out. This is the Utah State Aggie Network.
Not working either. Does that surprise you?
Nothing surprises me tonight, I guess.
Tonight.
Hey, coaching staff! Your team can't hear you! They're over there! Go up from there!
Thanks, Chase. Has anybody, Bill, given you a score in the women's game? Have you seen that? Oh, you're back. Okay. Okay. I just wondered how Diana did that because I think she just runs it. Doesn't she just run it in VFX? Or does she have to go up front? Okay. America First Credit Union, again, their new unlimited cashback Visa gives you 1.5% cash back for everything you buy. No limit on how much you can earn, and it has tons of amazing features. Apply at americafirst.com. Our Mountain West Basketball Player of the Week is Brandon Clark of San Jose State. How long has it been since we mentioned somebody from San Jose as the Player of the Week? But he won the game against Bowling Green with his 4th double-double of the year, and he made the winning points with 1.2 seconds to go. They have a record right now, I think, of 6-4.
Yeah, they're much improved, and they seem to be coming together a little bit.
So far, it's a 9-7 ball game for the two Utah State and Weber State teams to get it started. Already 5 lead changes in this one. We just had the one tie. Aggies stay the same lineup. Weber State has Dallas in the game now, and he's going to get called for the foul on Janicic. So Jordan Dallas comes in, a redshirt freshman out of Long Beach, and muscles it. Janicic gets the foul called. So it'll be out of bounds to the Aggies at 15:47, 9-7 USU. Dargington with 1 basket on the goaltend. Got the inbounds toss, comes to McEwen, goes low to Norby. Janicic back to the basket against Dallas. He spins, he goes in, he pump fakes and lost the ball, poked away, he dives for it, tries to save it, gets on the floor, jump ball, alternating possession will be Aggies. The Aggies will have 17 to shoot, but again, he kind of put the ball down, trying to move through the key, and that happens.
It was a very patient move again, but the ball was down a little low. One of the guards reached back and got it.
It's amazing how long those arms are when the ball goes on the floor. Somebody's going to find it. All right, McEwen between the circles. 4.5 minutes into the game, Ags by 2. Angle right side, now Norby out front on the left-hand angle, 10 to shoot. Now McEwen posted up Dargington, down inside, backs against Richardson, hooks it up with the right hand, it wouldn't drop it, hung on the rim for a minute, and then Kendall Hill gets the rebound. He's had a couple double-doubles this year.
I like that shot, though.
Yeah, it was a good shot.
Yeah, I like it.
Down the middle, Hill goes over on the left-hand side to John. John, top of the key, comes over here to Richardson, handoff Singlen on the wing right side. Singlen gets the screen from Braxton, takes it all the way down inside, and then goes in hard and gets the foul called.
By who?
Who did they call? Who did Reedy fouled on that play? They said that Dargington fouled? I thought that was a bad call. Dargington already has 2 fouls in the game. So quickly, Sam Merrill will come in, and the Aggies will go small with their lineup. And this can be an effective lineup at times for Utah State.
Yeah, very. It'll be effective against Weber.
And Weber's not big. Yeah. Although right now Dallas is playing. Big, tall, 6'10", 220. They throw it over the top. Sam Merrill couldn't get it, though, before it was over the top, out of bounds, as they threw it away on the inbounds play. So 15:01 left on the clock first half. 9-7 Weber State inbound. Wildcats 2 turnovers, Aggies with 2. Aggies go back to man-to-man. Usually a lot of times on the inbounds plays they play zone. Singlen runs through a couple of screens, gets it on the wing, left-hand side. Screen from Dallas. He kind of dribbled it off the side of his leg and then dribbled over on the corner to John, who drives the baseline, finds an open Dallas. The left-hand push is in. Jordan Dallas. He has scored 6 of the last 7 he's played for them. And it's a 9-9 tie, our second tie of the first half. Sam Merrill up between the circles of freshmen, hits Julian Perry. Back to Sam now to Jalen. In deep, Norby Janicic in traffic. He backs, boy, that's a stone wall there on Dallas. He turns around, hooks it up anyhow and short. He fights for the rebound and gets the rebound foul.
You gotta let that go. I mean, he missed the shot, it came right back. You're not gonna get that. That's twice he's been over the back and 1 time called. He needs to be careful.
Again, why go out of town to buy your new appliances? Look no further than Daryl's Appliance on Airport Road in Benson. Call them also for service, 752-9022. Daryl's Appliance. Beautiful downtown Benson bringing you the Aggies. In front of the Aggie bench, it's Richardson in a tie game. Singlen in the right corner on McEwen. Singlen off the screen. Singlen backs up, doesn't shoot. Richardson over on the left. Now out front, John. John drives by Janicic, drives by everybody on the baseline, throws it back to Hill. Hill pivots, goes down the middle, and dunks with the right hand.
Well, they found the mismatch. They got Julian Perry switched off on him a little bit.
Weber with 4 straight points to grab an 11-9 lead. 13:50 to play.
I see a little Stu Morrill in this game. They're using Singlen. They're just running him like we used to J.C. Carroll.
And yep, it's exactly the same.
Screen.
Yep. That's been talked about this week. There's a bad pass by Jalen Moore, but Weber State couldn't finally get the ball back, but that's a great hustle play by the young kid Hill as he got out in the middle of the floor trying to dive to get it. Here's McKay Cannon now coming in, sophomore out of Shelley, Idaho. Played a lot last year, started the first 7 this year for Weber State.
He's a shooter.
He is a shooter, and so is, we haven't seen Baker yet.
Not Baker, no.
All right, McEwen top of the key to Norby. 8 to shoot for the Aggies. Jalen Moore on the right-hand wing. Now he drives on Hill, pulls up, 10-foot banker, drops. Soft teardrop off the glass. He's got 5, and the game's tied for the 3rd time at 11. 13-19 to play here in the first half. All right, now Baker is, no, that's Cannon who's in. I was going to say that was Baker. Hand off the ball to Singleton, working on McEwen. Stops the dribble, comes right side to John. Now it's Cannon out front, goes back over to Singleton, shot clock at 13, at the 13-minute mark. Now Singleton drives, goes down the right side against Jalen, throws it off now to John, a shot on the right side won't go. Rebound to McEwen. Kobe brings, tie game, front court pass Sam Merrill. Trailer is Jalen on the wing left. Moore gets it to Janicek, right-hand side. Three-pointer by Perry on the right, short. Boy, his shots lately have been looked good. They're just short. Now a steal, easy by John as Jalen Moore was driving down the right side. And Cody John takes it all the way down. It's a blocked shot, and the rebound comes off to the Aggies. So they block it away.
Boy, Singleton played a bad play right there. Should have followed it.
Now it's Janicek. Norby over here on the left block. They look like they want to double for a minute. Here comes Singleton. Now it's Norby with the left hand. It goes on the side of the rim and it won't drop. He was patient, tried to put up the hook. Hill got the rebound to Singleton, front court to Cannon. We're at 12-17 to play, first half. Now the teams are starting to struggle a little bit more. It's 11-11.
Yeah.
Cannon hands off Singleton. Jeremy gets the screen from Dallas, comes around it, goes down the right side of the lane, and then throws it back to Cannon, who fakes the three, goes to the paint, shovels it off, knocked away by Janicek, grabbed by Perry. Julian's got it, up the right sideline. Julian doesn't have numbers. He's spinning away to the right to wait for the Aggies to get with him, and now they do. Moore, out on the left-hand wing, goes to Merrill, looked at the three, didn't take it, drives, go to the corner of the key, leans in, one-hander banker, no, but he got hit on the top of the head. I think it'll be just a one-shot, I think it'll be a 1-and-1. Nope, it'll be a two-shot. Over Arizona, okay. That's probably close to half or something. Oh, third quarter, okay. And then we've got Boise State's playing Cal State Northridge. That's the only other game going on right now in our conference. Earlier, Nevada played Towson, and I don't know about if you have a final on that one. That was earlier this afternoon. So it's probably just on the ESPN. You can just go to ESPN College Basketball and find, the Mountain West. I can probably find it on my phone. And then we got BYU and the bowl game just starting at 7 too. Get you an update on some other basketball. The Lady Aggies are playing down at Tucson, Arizona. The last score we had 35-30 in the third quarter for Utah State over Arizona. Both the teams are like 7-2, 7-3, so
yeah,
having good seasons. And then earlier today, Nevada 81, Towson 72. That's down at the South Point Holiday Tournament in Las Vegas. They're going to play there in the next 3 days, I believe it is, before Christmas. And right now, 11-11 in this one, Coach Tuller.
Yeah, it's really a close game in every respect. It's a great job that Kobe has done on Singleton. He's shut him out so far. They're going to give him a little blow here for a minute.
I mean, you're running. When you're playing Singleton, it's like how you used to play J.C. Carroll, like you said.
I just watched 4 screens, and that's what got that mismatch, because we're switching, trying to help. They help from 2 steps, and really great defensive effort on both teams, really. Sam Merrill, the free throw line, the freshman out of Bountiful. He is 2 for 2 on the season, so that's a perfect 3 out of 3 now for him. He's only going to get better. 8.5 average last 2 games after he missed the game with the elbow dislocation. It took him out of the Great Falls game. And the next one by Sam Good. So he's 4 out of 4 at the foul line to start the year, and the Aggies lead by 2, 13-11. Their biggest lead in the game so far has been 2. Weber's biggest lead, 2. And Cannon brings it across the timeline. Singleton gets the pass on the right wing. Perry's on him defensively. Runs off a screen and goes over on the side. Harding is now checked in. Now here's Baker for the first time as well. So Randy Ray's used just about everybody he uses. Yep. Morris about the only other guy who can play. Singleton off the screen, down the middle, all the way to the basket, gets bumped and scores the hoop, and Quinn Taylor will get the foul, just being the wrong body in the wrong place. Yeah, he got around the corner that time, though. The help wasn't quite as long. They need to stay with him 2 or 3 steps. Singleton tonight needs 18 points to become their all-time number 5 scorer. He's currently number 7. He's got Jimmy Watts and Willie Sojourner ahead of him. A couple of names from the past, right? Yep, and the free throw Singleton good. So his first 3 points of the game. He had 20 against the Aggies last year in Ogden. And the Wildcats, with a 3-point play the old way, take the lead back. There's another lead change, 14-13. 11:20 to play first. Julian Perry and Rector out on the backcourt along with Merrill, and Rector makes the penetration, threw the ball for Janicek, got poked away. It's a tough one. Then Baker brings it all the way down, pushes Merrill away for an offensive foul. That had to be an easy call for Randy McCall, and it was. So that'll be the 4th turnover for Weber State. Aggies have 3.
11:09 to play first half. Stats is always brought to you by Cache Valley Bank. Remember, St. George to North Logan, wishing you very Merry Christmas. Great people at Cache Valley Bank. Sam Merrill, touch it off on the baseline to Quinn Taylor. Back to Sam. Around a screen on the baseline on Harding. Gets back to Quinn Taylor. Tough low throw. Goes back to Merrill off the screen. And Merrill 50-foot curl. Got it. Sam.
He's kind of turned into instant offense for us. He comes in, getting some shots. He can shoot it.
15-14, Aggies take the lead back, and for Merrill, 4 straight points. Here's Cannon down the left side of the lane, back out front, Baker. Right-hand side, Harding with the basketballs. They give Singleton the ball over on the left-hand side now with the shot clock at 16. He just gives it up, though. Here's Cannon around the screen, probably looking for Singleton. He is. A three-pointer out on the left. It's good.
You saw that coming, didn't you?
Yeah, you did. You can just see it coming.
Yeah.
Again, he now is 5 three-pointers away from the all-time Weber record in three-point shots.
The all-time.
Yep, 17-15. All right, in deep, Jalen Moore, baseline, turnaround 10-footer, good. Maybe 15 feet. Jalen's like 7.
Yeah.
That's a good shot.
Yeah, that just use his size. Just rose up over the little guy.
Ties it at 17 all, 10 minutes to play here in the first. Cannon high post pass to Baker. Baker over to Cannon again on the left-hand side. Coming out is Harding to get it, and he launches the left-hander down the middle. He swishes it for 3. He lately has really been playing well. 7.8 in the last 4. He's a true freshman out of Wichita, Jarek Harding. 2017. He knew where he was going to shoot it.
Yeah.
Merrill lobs, gets it in deep, Quinn Taylor. Goes around on Braxton, then gets it back up front to Jalen Moore. Moore down the left side of the lane, driving. Now puts it up with the left hand, it goes. Moore's got 9.
I'll tell you, he's shown all the stuff. A nice three-pointer, a nice jump shot, and a nice drive.
2019. Weber State still by 1. They got a 3 the last time. The Aggies get a 2. All right, Cannon out here. And again, another 3 down the middle by Harding, and launches it in again. Basically, that was a launch.
Yes.
That was from down at his knees as he's brought it up.
Well, as little as he is, he's probably been shooting down
And
that
Harding, coming into the game, was 0 for 14 shooting threes on the year.
2 for 2.
Now he's 2 for 2.
Yeah.
That's got to be a big bonus for Randy Ray's bench and team. They lead it by 4, their biggest lead. Over here on the left, Sam Merrill. Touch it off to Jalen inside on Baker. Now Jalen spins back to the right and banks it in. Fake right, back left, off the glass, 23-21 Weber.
Yeah, that's 11 for him already, and he's really taken over our offense.
24th straight game of double-figure scoring for Jalen Moore. And again, past Mike Santos, who ended up living a lot of his life in Ogden, Utah.
Yes, he did.
Shot by Braxton is good inside. 25-21, Wildcats are getting hot again.
Yes, they're scoring a little bit too easy. We've lost a little of our pressure defense.
8:20 to play in the first half. Merrill over on the right, free-throw line extended right side. Now Rector between the circles. Wildcats still in the man, but they really shove off of Shane Rector out front. I mean, Cannon's trying to help if he can. Hand off the ball to Merrill with 9 to shoot. Screen from Quinn Taylor. Merrill penetrating, gets it back to Quinn. Fake the 3. Quinn drives the ball under and two-hand slams as he went around Braxton with the ball fake.
Yeah, Braxton was coming out and he was going in. That was good on the switch.
Ball fake makes it 25-23. Weber State still a 2-point lead for the Wildcats. And Cannon, 15-footer down the middle. He's got it. Everybody's starting to score.
I'll tell you, it's hot right now in the gym offensively. Somebody's got to play some D here.
They played it for a while. Now it's gone again. 7:33 to play.
Probably in
27-23.
Weber's favor.
It is. Yep, scoring is Weber's favor.
Yeah.
Get it back. Moore for 3 on the right side. He's got it. He's red hot. Jalen already has 14.
Yeah, there's my star of the night.
27-26.
Just keep it done.
Wildcats with a 1-point lead as they bring the ball up. Top of the key, basketball out front, Senglen with it. 7:09 to play. Now top of the key, Senglen on the left-hand side, it's Harding. Harding with a shot clock back out front to Baker to 10, now to 9. Now Senglen driving and pushes down Perry and lost the ball. It was a late call, hold it. They said Senglen kicked the ball for a turnover, that's what it was. So we have a timeout on the floor with 27-26 to score and 6 minutes and 57 seconds to play. We'll be right back. This is the Aggie Basketball Network. What are you doing? How did you get down here? Oh, well, you probably shouldn't do that. Oh, did you? Well, that's nice of you. I wish there was a place for you to sit. What was that, Will? I'm sorry. Will, go ahead. Okay. 22-7 Boise. Okay.
Yeah.
All righty. Thanks, Will. So did Mom and everybody come up there? Okay. I think they're going to say something about me after this next commercial, the next time out. I think I saw their sheet. I know Coach Lewis Wilson is the Utah State defensive coach this year, and I'm sure he'd like to go hide right now.
Yeah,
73% shooting for Weber State.
Yeah, I mean, both teams are pretty hot. There's no question. We're at 61, so that's pretty hot on both levels. It's only a partial part of the game, though. I think the substitutes made a little bit of difference. I saw a little bit of step off on both defenses rather than the pressure right up in them.
I mean, Jarek Harding is 0 for 14, but he's got to be a three-point shooter, and they keep telling him, go keep shooting it. He gets 2 curl plays at the top of the key and makes both of them.
One was the launch, but the other one was really a good shot.
Uh-huh.
The other one was a little bit lucky, but they've got an interesting lineup in there right now. They don't have one of those great guards in there.
As you can expect, with the way the game is right now, there's hardly any rebounds.
Yeah.
8-4 Utah State. The Aggies are 2 out of 5 from 3, and Weber's 3 out of 6 from 3. There's your stats for Cache Valley Bank. Aggie basketball also brought to you by Sterling Urgent Care, and right now Boise State has a 22-7 lead on Cal State Northridge playing at Boise, and that's who the Aggies will play a week from tonight. Open league play. McEwen all the way to the basket, missed the shot. Braxton got the rebound. McEwen reaches in and gets a foul, and then there's another one where you're saying probably just give it up.
Yeah, you missed the shot, go at the other end, get it again. It was a nice penetration.
Just got one ball. The ball might have just been deflected. One of those moves that he had kind of getting in there.
Yeah, or he lost some momentum going up. Remember, it stuck it in the corner.
Aggie's going to try a zone defense. Kendall Hill in the corner. They find Harding. So he'll just drive it down underneath and reverse layup. A wild whirling shot. Good. Here's the freshman.
Where'd this little kid come from?
He's had a 10-point game this year. He's got 8 already. 29-26 Weber State. Front court, Merrill on the left wing. Ball poked away from him by Harding, but it's out of bounds, still pulls on to the Aggies, but Harding poked it away.
Yeah.
Tell you what, this 6'1", 175 freshman's come in and played.
He is energy right now.
They're getting more out of him than maybe they got from John early in the game at that outside guard spot. Hewn over to the right to Rector. Rector hasn't done anything yet in the game. He flies through the key, throws a low pass in the corner to Moore. They pick him up with Hill. Back out front, McEwen, behind the back dribble on Richardson. 4 to shoot. He steps back, shoots the 3 on the left angle and missed it. And the rebound comes to Hill. Aggies with a dry possession there, down 3. Cannon, trailer is Braxton. Left-hand side to Harding. Harding down the left side of the lane. Harding goes all in deep, passes back to Braxton. Now 20 to shoot. Richardson out front. They do have Senglin on the bench right now.
Yeah.
Now it's McKay back in front of the Aggie bench for Richardson's 3. Air ball, and it's saved by Braxton. Throws it back up front to McEwen for the steal. Kobe goes down on McKay. He goes by him, he makes the layup. I had to wait for a minute because it was rolling around in the rim.
Yeah, I almost overshot it because the guy ran under him.
29-28. Wildcats by 1 with 5:19 to play here in the first. Braxton at the top of the key. Flare pass over to Cannon. Gets it down inside to Hill. They double Hill with the ball there. Hill now gets it back on the wing to Cannon. Back out front, the left-hand side, another 3 by Harding. He missed one finally, and the rebound McEwen for the Aggies. 5 minutes to play first. Shane Rector gets the pitch ahead, over on the left-hand side. Rector, great crossover dribble, goes down underneath on Braxton, missed it. Tap by Janisic, no. Rebound Braxton, no. Hill eventually got it for the Wildcats. 4:50 left first half. 29-28. Front court pass to Richardson, so they'll drive it this time and put up a teardropper and missed it. He's 0 for 2.
Yeah,
last 2 times.
Whether to bank it or put it on, shot it right between.
So now it's McEwen who brings it down for USU. Kobe across the timeline. Kobe over to the left-hand wing, 1-point lead for Weber State. Inside to Janisic. He gets it, goes in the corner now with a pass to Rector. Rector off the screen. Rector penetrates, goes back to Norby. Norby fakes and walks.
That's a walk.
Yep.
You know what he's got to do? He's got to change his game a little bit now. He's been very patient. That time he should have taken the ball, swung to the left, and shot the little shot immediately. You got to change that up a little bit. That'll come with some experience.
Gord Barnaba, the junior out of Rochester, Minnesota, checks in for Utah State.
First appearance for him. And
yep, he'll play the 4 spot right now for the Aggies, so Jalen Moore gets a break. 29-28, Senglin back in for Randy Ray's team. Pass the free throw line to Hill. Hill fakes and goes down the left, spins around on Norby and hooks it up. Wild and hard, no good, and McEwen outfights everybody for the rebound again. Still 1 point lead for Weber State. Aggies with another trip, about the third time down. Now it's McEwen leaving it for Rector. Rector drives around his man John, a teardropper 10, no, on the baseline. Comes off to Hill. Hill to Singland. Singland runs ahead on Merrill, steps through, blocked from behind by Gore Barnaba, out of bounds. Ball belongs to Weber State. Blocked away by Gore Barnaba. So 3:51 to play. Weber State 29 and the Aggies 28. This is the Utah State Aggie Network.
Go, Al. Go, I've got the radio. I get to do it for the rest of the half. No.
Ladies and gentlemen, please go
Will.
the center court where USU
Will.
President and Athletic Director John
Are you there? They just took Al out. They're going to honor him out at center court. So if you can send it back to me or let it go, he'll probably be back. Because we got the 2-minute time, don't we? You can just send it back. You let me know when it's time, okay? Thank you. Thank you, Will.
729 basketball games. Tonight, Alex calling his 1,000th Aggie game. Congratulations to Al and his family for the remarkable service he has provided to Utah State Athletics, Aggie fans across the nation for over 3 decades. Let's hear it for the voice of the Aggies, Al Lewis.
Great job. Okay, we got it. We're back waiting for Al to come back from center court. Received a wonderful ovation and honor for his 1000th game working Aggie football and basketball. So we'll give him a minute to shake a few hands. We're here with about 3:51 to go, a 29-28 ball game. Weaver won up on the Aggies.
Thanks, Eddie.
So his family's around. He's got some nice recognition. It's a real pleasure and opportunity to work with Al on his 1000th game. Congratulations, Al.
I didn't expect
Wasn't that nice?
I didn't expect to have to go out on the court.
Oh, you got to go out there and got the big trophy. Nice job.
I think the last time I was on the court when Randy McCall was here, I was running after my ring that had fallen out on the court the one time.
And that's it. And you belong out on that court now.
No.
Thank you.
All righty, Weber State inbound the basketball here after the block shot by Gore Barnaba. The inbound to Singland, who drives the baseline, throws it back free throw line to Hill. Off on the left-hand side to Dallas. 3:45 left first half. Now Richardson between the circles gets it back to John. 29-28. Shot clock at 14. Richardson with the ball. Free throw line pass goes to Hill. Hill against Gore. Rocks goes down against Gore. Almost swiped the ball. Gore did. And then he got faked out as he went back to the block on the other side, and he went around the other side for the right.
He was trying to watch the ball rather than the man.
Yep. You need to watch the belly.
That's exactly right. Just stay with the core.
Yep. 31-28. Wildcats finally get off that break. And then here's a three by Merrill. Got it. Tied it in.
Glad to see that.
So Sam Merrill gets the 5th tie of the game. 31 all with 3 minutes to play first half. All righty, between the circles, John stops his dribble and has to give up the ball. Cross-court pass to Richardson, now to Singland on the left-hand side. Singland skips it over here to Richardson on the right in front of the Aggie bench. Give it off now to John around the curl.
Oh.
And he throws underneath it. Sam Merrill knocks the ball away. Good play. Tried to hit it down inside to Dallas. Now Jalen Moore for Sam Merrill. Another really good performance by Sam Merrill.
Oh, 7 points. He's probably the most productive per-minute player we've got.
Oh, I would imagine when you start adding up minutes and points and all.
Minutes and points, yep, that's it.
Get it to Hill on the inbounds play with 8 to shoot. Back in the corner, it goes to John. John gets it out of there. Singland now has it with 2 to shoot. Steps back, long three-pointer, no good. Long rebound. Jalen Moore takes it away from Hill. Tied at 31. USU brings the ball with 2.5 to play first. Jalen over in the corner to Julian Perry. Perry back up from between the circles. Jalen Moore. Shot clock now down to 18 for the Aggies. He waits for McEwen to come get it. So it's McEwen and Perry in the backcourt. Barnaba out on the right side. 11 to shoot. Top of the key, Gore. Gets it up to Norby, and now he gets it to McEwen with 7. Top of the key, Perry. 4 to shoot. Perry off the screen. Now he'll shoot the three-pointer, air ball, and John got the rebound. Cody front court pass to Singland. Singland covered by McEwen. Drives on McEwen, pushes him away. No harm, no foul. Now he throws it in the key. Hill one fake, goes underneath and gets the shot blocked, but fouled the Aggies as they took the shot fake and went underneath it. Yep. Foul's called on Barnaba. That'll be the 6th foul, but it was fouled in the act of shooting.
reach on this up and under.
So Kendall Hill will be at the foul line. He is 77%, been double figures 4 of the last 5 games. And this is a guy that Utah State really went down to the end thinking about they wanted to recruit him, and eventually it was picked one other guy over him, and so then they said, Weber State, look at this guy, and Randy did and took him. Been a good player for them.
He's a good-looking athlete. Yeah, it wouldn't have been a bad pick.
Oh, really good, and he's developed too. I'm surprised they still list him at 215. He looks bigger than that. He makes both free throws. Looks like he's more solid.
He's husky, isn't he?
Yep. 33-31 Wildcats. 1:50 to play in the first half. Jalen Moore, top of the key to Julian Perry. On the left-hand side to McEwen. In deep goes to Jalen Moore. Moore now doubled down in there. Flips the pass out on the wing to Perry. Three-pointer, Barnaba, right corner. Score! For 3. He needed that one really badly. He'd missed his last 11 three-point shots.
He just looked at his hand, had a little visit with it. It's time to go to work now.
34-33. Ags by 1. 125 in the first. Here's the dribble play. Senglin in the corner. They cut through another definite advantage with Richardson. He leaves it back now on the wing to Hill. Hand it back to Richardson, 10 to shoot. Out front, Senglin with 9. Now the screen for Hill. Senglin comes to the right, bumps into McEwen, and they call the foul on McEwen. Oh my, that was good defense by McEwen. McEwen's got 2 fouls. They called that a blocking call. That was a really good defensive play by McEwen.
I think it was a good position by him, but I think it's a no call.
Well, yeah, and what it did is Senglin acted like he really got hurt by the bump, and the shot clock was only at 4, too.
Yeah, I don't think he was acting as much as he was reacting to good defense. He was backing off the position. And when they separated, for some reason, he called the call.
So Senglin will go get 1 and 1 here, and the foul shot is good. So Weber State ties it at 34 all. Now one more free throw coming up. 1:09 to play first half, 34-34. Senglin with 1 more, got it. So he's up now to 8 points in the game, and it's 35-34 Weber State. Minute 7. Weber State has lost 10 in a row in Logan. The last time they won in Logan, Jimmy DeGraffenried hit a half-court shot at the end of the game. A Larry Eustace coach team. All right, on the wing, Merrill, foul away. And it's going to be on the Aggies.
It's on Gore.
Nope, it's Norby. Jenisic with an illegal screen. So he has 2. Dargenton has 2. McEwen has 2. Fouls for USU and Tim Duryea.
That's not bad with 56 seconds. We're okay getting into halftime.
And here's Randy Ray using his coach's timeout. So we take a 30-second timeout here with 56.5 to play, 35-34. Weber State by 1, and we'll be back in 30 seconds on the Aggie Basketball Network.
This is a pretty good push. Good first half.
Okay, still nothing, okay? Got anything further on the women? Okay. In the fourth quarter. So now we just got an update on the Utah State women with in the fourth quarter, 54-44. They now trail Arizona. And nothing on BYU Wyoming in the San Diego County Community Credit Union Poinsettia Bowl. Scores for Sterling Urgent Care. Check in online there and do more than just urgent care. It's Sterling Urgent Care. They do x-rays, physicals, on-site lab work. Senglin dribble drive. Boy, he uses that arm bar a lot. He pushes away and makes a fall-away 16-footer. So Senglin to double figures. Again, they're really going after defensive guys for arm bars and hands. They should do it to the offensive guys, too, if they're pushing away.
I think they're waiting for an advantage to be had.
More, well, there was an advantage there. He pushed away the defender and made a fall away. And then the defender kind of reacted and got back on him. Weber State by 3. Julian drives. Julian throws it off to Quinn Taylor, lays it up left-handed. Good.
Nice job.
Perry penetrated, makes it a 1-point game. Weber will play for the last shot here with a 1-point lead. Wildcats are 4-1 when they have the halftime lead this year. So now it's Senglin out between the circles with the ball. Senglin wants everybody to start rotating now. Now Jalen Moore picks up Senglin, and Senglin shoots for 3 and missed it back heel. Now it's rebounded by Sam Merrill. At half court, he lets it fly. It's wide to the right. It's Weber State by 1 at the end of a very spirited first half of basketball here in the Spectrum the Wednesday before Christmas. Wildcats by 1, 37-36, and we'll be back with the Sportsman's Warehouse halftime on the Aggie Basketball Network after this timeout. This is the Utah State Aggie Network.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Is that not quite to the half, or? Okay. Thank you.
Northridge, they can be good sometimes. They must not be now.
Yeah, they
Big
haven't
West.
been- they didn't think they were going to be really good this year. He had that first year he was there. They went to the finals of the Big West tournament.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
They got beat. Yeah.
That stat sheet's about as close as you can get, although we can't be happy with that.
No. That hasn't been our style lately to do that.
Hill and the little kid, Hardy, those are the two that surprised me.
That's Richard Henson, Corey Sager, Parson, Target Showdown on duty captains. Sean and Ken will have 30 seconds to try and make a shot from each of the three targets on the court. The first contestant will make all three shots will win a $100 Visa gift card. If neither contestant makes all three shots in 30 seconds, the contestant who makes the most shots will win. On your marks, get set, go!
And it's the Aggie halftime show here tonight in the Deagle and Smith Spectrum, and the Weber State Wildcats have certainly played a really fine first half. They've shot 56%, and they lead Utah State by 1. Wildcats had a 4-point lead. The Aggies had a 2-point lead. In a lot of ways, Coach, a lot like the game the other night, although it's much better offensively in this game for both teams. And so now, who's going to get some defense going in the second half?
That's right. I think both teams have played very well, except I'm sure the Aggies are not happy with their kind of lockdown defense. But when you look at what happened, this little Harding kid comes off and shoots a couple of inadvertent threes that you're not quite ready for.
Well, when he's gone 0 for the season up until
Yeah,
then.
and he's not on the scout list too much. You know he's coming in.
Well, they played him. Yeah, they played him. Yeah, they play their 8 or 9 guys.
And then Hill's had a real effect on the inside that surprises me just a little bit, that 4 spot.
8 points, 5 rebounds for Kendall Hill in the first half. Zach Braxton had 4. Cody John had 3. I think that was the first 3 of the game. 10 for Singleton in the first half, 2 for Dallas. Harding made the 8 points, 3 out of 4 shooting, 2 out of 3 threes, and then 2 points for McKay Cannon. Baker did not score. For the Aggies, Dargington had 2. He has 2 fouls. Norby Janicek 2 with 2 fouls. Shane Rector, really a no-show in the first half by him at all. And it looked like Coach Duryea decided just not to play him and play somebody else for a while.
He took him out on the first turnover, and I think talked to him, is trying to take the spirit out of him. He's missed a lay-in or 2, and his head's down just a little bit. He doesn't particularly like being pulled out.
Now, McEwen, 4 points, 5 rebounds in the first half, and Jalen Moore already with 14, 6 out of 8, 2 rebounds for Jalen. Sam Merrill, 7 with 4 assists in the first half, too.
There's our offense right there, Merrill and Moore.
And then Julian didn't score, Perry, but he had 2 assists and a rebound. Quinn Taylor scored 4 in the first half, and Gore Barnabas finally got out of his 3-point funk as he made the 3 out of the right corner. Tied the ball game at that time. There were 7 ties, 12 lead changes, and that's your halftime statistics for Cache Valley Bank here at the half in the Spectrum. Boise State's lead is like 40 to 17, so 40 to 16 with 3 minutes to go on Cal State Northridge. Remember, Boise here a week from tonight.
Yeah,
that's an explosive team.
I think it's a good team. One of the we got to talk about the league a little bit.
Yeah, we're going to do that in just a minute.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
All right, listen up, Cache Valley. The Sportsman's Warehouse is having a sale you don't want to miss. All their firearms and ammo 10% off. Handguns, rifles, shotguns on sale. Again, the largest selection of rifle ammo, handgun ammo, and shotgun shells in the Valley. And the sale will end on Christmas Eve. So Sportsman's Warehouse, take it outside. They sponsor our halftime show with baby races going on the Spectrum floor here tonight. We'll talk about the league when we come back at the half. Aggies trail it by 1 to Weber State, 37-36 on the Aggie Basketball Network.
I don't know if it's a baby race or cruelty. Like the little kid says, I've been coming to you, Mom, for a half an hour. You're picking me up. Crying all the way, Al.
Don't make me do this.
This one took a U-turn.
Okay, our 2 minutes is up. It looks like Indy has lost the closest to the half-court line. Congratulations. Indy will move on to the championship right on December 28th. Congratulations to all of our babies. And a big thank you to Herbert, Young Automall, Realty, and Treehouse Pediatrics. Jack's Tire Auto is the proud sponsor of Aggie Athletics and is located at 1799 North Main in Walton. Stop in for the best customer service and best tires around. Jack's Tire Auto, serving you proudly since 1947. Hey, guys, as they know that tonight's Asheville and Franklin District Drive of the Dakar.
Weaver hadn't scored in the last 2:56.
Yeah, it's been a 2.5 minute drought.
Julian makes them both and ties the game.
Finally, there we got the hill.
Perry had 2 last year against Weber State. He had 10 as a freshman against the Wildcats here. 55 all. Now Harding across the timeline. Right side to Richardson. John between the circles. Aggies still in their zone defense. Now John at the point. Right-hand side, Harding. Shot clock at 14. Harding back out front. John penetrates. Goes down the right side against Jalen Moore. Puts it up. Wild and no. Rebound comes to Quinn Taylor. Jumped into Jalen. Jalen stayed straight up on him. Now Jalen on the right. Jalen to the free throw line. Moore gets it back on the wing to Taylor. Back to Moore. Left-hand side, Sam Merrill. Sam hands off. Now it's McEwen around the screen. McEwen free throw line. Leaves it back for Jalen Moore. Fake the 3. Bounce by the guy. Shoot it. Fake it. Nope. It goes off McEwen. Now Julian Perry for 3. Right corner. Missed it. Rebound. It's grabbed by Braxton for the Wildcats. Tied at 55.
Oh, there was a chance. We needed that lead. That's that hill you're talking about.
Haven't got over it in the second half. Now 7:40 to play. John between the circles.
Love the zone. They just stand around like we do.
Comes over to Harding. Wanted to get the ball to Braxton if he could. Screen Hill out top of the key. Trying to get John free. 10 to shoot. And now an offensive foul called on Braxton of Weber State. Yep, foul on Braxton will be his second. Puts the Aggies, well, it's an offensive foul, so it would be, but the Aggies are, again, shooting free throws now the rest of the night. 55 all. Aggie ball when we come back. 7:28 to go. This is the Utah State Aggie Network. Okay, what do you got? Okay. Still just 7-0 then. Okay.
Exciting game.
Second half, looking at stats for Cache Valley Bank, a resource for all your financial needs, as we're tied at 55. That's our 9th tie of the game. 46% second half for the Aggies and 41 for Weber State. So the Aggies have solved a little of the defense with the zone.
With the zone. It's always interesting, you know, teams that are really committed to man-to-man defense and don't ever play zone are really sometimes struggle against the zone because they can't play, you can't practice well against it because they don't play it very well. So it's going to be interesting.
The Aggies are now 7 of 11 at the foul line. It was nice to see JP, Julian Perry, knock down a couple there. 7 of 9 for Weber State. They're both teams 22 rebounds.
Well, we got Taylor and Merrill who have been very well
off the bench, done a good
helping
job.
off the bench, both 7 points, and that's a good contribution.
Dusty Baker has checked back into the game for Weber State. Hasn't played as much tonight. Quinn Taylor out head of the key. Finds a curling Jalen Moore, but we got an offensive foul on Kobe McEwen.
Yeah.
That'll be his
Kobe
third personal.
He did that on the pivot. You know, if you bump into the guy, it looks like he's trying to move the screen, and it's such a stupid call.
There's another chance to take the lead.
I know it. Now we're in man.
All right, man defense, dribble drive by Richardson. Back over on the right to Baker. Dusty Baker gets the pass off. Harding will take it all the way. Spin on the move to the basket, and he got fouled, and the basket's good. Julian Perry will get called for the foul.
He's a cute little player.
That does match his career high of 10 with that one. Perry fouled him. And again, almost though, he kind of hooked Perry as he made the spin move on him. And they supposedly were going to really watch that this year.
Well, maybe they're watching it. Next year they'll call it.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
Yeah, watch this year, call next year.
Janasek for Quinn Taylor, who played well while he's in there. Quinn 7 points, 3 rebounds, goes to the bench. Norby Janasek has 2 with 3 rebounds, but 4 fouls now. 7:03 to go. Free throw is good, and there's a new career high for Jarek Harding, the left-hand freshman out of Wichita. 58-55, Wildcats up 3 again. Aggies got to the tie for the 9th time, couldn't get over the top. Now Jalen Moore posted. They knocked the ball out of Merrill's hands, Harding does, but Merrill gets it back. And Merrill gets the ball to Janasek over to McEwen, left-hand wing with 15 to shoot. He drives all the way to the basket, scoops it up and in! And he's fouled. What a drive! Foul on Cable Hill.
Nice English shot. He put that thing up from his hip.
Yep. So McEwen now gets to double figures. That is 5th of the last 6 games, 2 in a row, like we said, averaging 20 over the last 2. He had 21 against Utah Valley, 19 the other night. Finished it off against New Orleans, and his free throw is in. And now we tie the game again. So a 3-point play the old way, and by both teams. Makes it 58 all.
Possession, yeah.
6:40 to go. Both freshman guards that did that. Harding between the circles, gives it up to John. Aggies are now playing triangle and 2. That's what they're doing. They're playing triangle and 2. Harding out front to John. 3-point launch. Around and out. Rebound comes to Julian Perry.
Here comes our lead.
Perry's lead pass goes to McEwen. McEwen stops on the right side of the wing and drops the ball on his leg. Dribbled off the side, goes down to the corner to Perry. Now the screen from Norby. Perry around it. Now goes back to Janasek. Gets it back to Perry with 15 to shoot. Julian drives the baseline, goes underneath, throws it back to McEwen, comes down the right side, and lays it in. And the Aggies do have their first lead of the second half at 60 to 58 at the 6-minute mark.
It'll be interesting to see how long Randy keeps singling out.
Top of the key, John. John down the right, goes underneath the basket, then throws it back down the middle, and he stepped out of bounds to do it. So now Zach Braxton checks into the game for Dusty Baker. Aggies by a deuce. McEwen brings the ball for USU. McEwen just made that layup off the pass from Julian Perry. Now Merrill cools into the key, goes off to Janasek. Norby now waits, everybody clears away. Now he backs, he drives, he spins, he hooks, he's short. He gets his rebound, he scores, no! Jalen Moore missed it at the rim. So both of them had easy point-blank chances, missed it, 60 to 58. 5:20 to go and a timeout, Weber State.
Too tender. They just wanted to...
Yep. Didn't finish it with authority.
Good battle, though. Good battle.
All right, we take a coach's timeout for 60 seconds. 60 for the Aggies, 58 Weber State. Coach's timeout with 5:18 to go. This is the Utah State Aggie Network. Rod, do you want a drink? You want a water?
No, I'm good, thanks.
Fine.
Fans, if you post your game day photo using the hashtag #AckiesAllTheWay, check out the video below to see if you're featured on the Smith's Marketplace social stream.
Eagle and Smith Spectrum in Logan tonight, and it's 60-58 in a real dogfight.
Yeah, real dogfight, typical old game. Jalen's been on vacation here, but McEwen has picked up the slack. We got Richter coming back in the ball game. Those three guys have got to take this thing over a little bit, get going.
They've been the guys who have been the catalyst for the Aggies. I noticed Quinn Taylor also checks back in for Norby after Norby missed that hook shot and then the return rebound shot there. Janicek, of course, was shooting up near 70%. Now the last 3 games, his percentages have been going down. And so now it is Moore, Taylor, Merrill, Rector, and McEwen, 2 freshmen for Utah State. John still singling on the bench for Randy Ray with 5:14 to go. He's got 4 fouls, their leading scorer. All right, Richardson between the circles. Free throw line extended right to John. Wanted to come to this side, almost traveled with the ball, but he kept his pivot foot. Now gets it off to Hill to Richardson. Richardson around the screen with 8. Now a 3-point launch by Harding. Good again. Jared Harding. He was 0 for 14 coming into the game. From 3, he's made 3 tonight. And 61-60 Wildcats with 4:50 to go. Front court to Sam Merrill, covered by Harding, who's really into the game now at the career high. And now here's going around the screen, foul called on Harding. So that will put free throws. He almost fouled Jalen Moore, the screener, more than he fouled Sam Merrill, who he was covering. He kind of fought through Jalen.
He kind of got him on a push because he came off that screen and kind of ran into the back of him.
They're going to let Sam be at the foul line, but it could have been Jalen because he's kind of fighting through Jalen, trying to get through the pick.
Jalen did a nice job of standing still on the screen.
Sam Merrill now with 8 points with the first free throw.
What's he shooting free throw-wise?
Hasn't missed. And
This
now
year?
we just talked about it. Now that's his first miss of the year. He had started 5 for 5, and it's tied at 61 all. He hadn't been there that much. Aggies back to a zone. Richardson down in the corner, left side to Harding. He's been the hot hand. Pass it off to Hill at the top of the key. Harding now penetrates, jumps in the air, throws it back to Hill, 12 to shoot. Now Richardson gets it up to John in the right corner. John out of Wasatch Academy like Kobe McEwen. And Kobe's covering, and 4 to shoot. Richardson for 3 on the left wing. Got it!
Oh, there's
His second 3 of the night. 64-61 with 4:07 to play. Weber State by 3.
2 big threes, that's bad.
Aggies have had 1 lead this half. Merrill posted up Jalen. Jalen's turning around, gets bounced by Hill and puts it up quickly, but it's going to be before the shot, but it's the 10th foul anyhow.
Yeah, it's 2.
So it'll be 2 shots, and Hill's got his 3rd foul. So we're going to get a media timeout with 3:55 to go, and Jalen will get 2 free throws. 64-61 Weber State by 3. They haven't won in Logan the last 10 times they've been here. They are leading right now. This is the Utah State Aggie Network.
Have we played them every year? We haven't missed a year playing Weber, have we?
Not that I remember.
I don't either.
Randy Ray has gone 2-10 against Utah State. Yes. What do you need? 4th break. Yeah. Yep. So we only have a 30-second coaches left this half. That's it. Yep. That's all we have left. Yep. This is the last one until that.
Those stats are close as the game is. Our free throw shooting might be hurting us a little bit in this game. Just if you're looking for little subtleties, 64% is not good.
No. That's what they are in the season, though. 66.
Is that right? So.
And congratulations again, Deja Mason, the Utah State women's basketball sophomore, San Antonio, Texas, our scholar athlete majoring in family, consumer, and human development, a 3.6 GPA. And the mention of that brought to you by the Perfect 10 tonight. Hey, gift cards are fun to give, easy to purchase. Just stop by. It only takes a minute to pick one up at the Perfect 10, 1950 North Main. Pamper someone this Christmas. A gift card, again, from the Perfect 10. And it's 64-61, Weber State by 3. Wildcats, so far in this game, we have had 14 lead changes, 11 ties. Weber State has led, though, for 22:58 of clock time. The Aggies have only led for 4:22 of clock time.
Incredible? And Singland is back in the game.
Yep, with the 4 fouls. 2 free throws for Jalen Moore. Singland back in with 20. Harding now 14, and Hill 10. That's a career high for Harding, of course, as we mentioned. Jalen's free throw good. Aggies now are 10 of 15 at the foul line. That's not great. That's about their average for the year. They've been a little better lately. They're going to have to get better down the stretch here.
Yeah.
64-62 with the first free throw by Moore. And Jalen with the next free throw. He's got it. So Jalen Moore now has 18 points, and that is enough now to get past Mike Santos. He's all by himself in the, I think, number 17 spot, all-time Aggie scoring. Preston Medlin's the next one ahead of him. He's quite a ways ahead, about 80 points more. So he's probably within about 60. All right, Singland out front, down inside to Braxton. Braxton spins against Jalen, lost control of it, picks it back up and throws it back out to Singland with 12 to shoot. Now he comes out and screens for him. Singland takes it to the left and then hits Harding, and another shot blocked by Rector, and a rebound foul.
Yeah,
so Rector blocked it, and then Harding fouled Merrill going for the rebound. That's 2 blocked shots on threes by Shane Rector tonight.
He's a little kid. He doesn't get it up.
But he did, the other one he blocked was Richardson, who's a little taller guy.
Richardson? Yeah. I thought it was.
He got Harding this time. Richardson was the other block of 3. 2 shots. It's the 10th foul. So Merrill gets 2, and he's just missed one a minute ago. So now he should be back to 2 for 2.
He's a 90% free throw shooter on his career.
So again, looking for that one. It's got it. So that gives Sam Merrill now 9 points, 5 assists in the ball game. This would be his second double-figure game as an Aggie, and it is as he makes the free throw. He had the 15-point game against NJIT. Aggies take another lead, 65-64 with 3:25 to go. Singland gives it up to Hill, who doesn't catch it clean. Now he lobs to Braxton. Braxton goes against Janasek and hooks it up and in. Nice play.
That's a Janasek move.
Yeah, and they know Janasek's got 4 fouls. They're going to go right at him. 66-65 Weber State. 3:07 to go. All right, Jalen Moore. Top of the key. Merrill comes around the pick. Comes back to the right to McEwen, who sees an opening. Drives down, scoops, scores, hangs, and makes it off the glass. What a play.
Penetration's been great.
67-66. Freshman gets it going in the second half again. 2:47 to play. Singland off on the right, and now a foul on McEwen for holding Singland. Oh, and Singland acts like he's hurt. He's been shoving all night long. He gets his 4th foul for McEwen now. So both of them have 4 fouls, McEwen and Singland, with 2:44 to go. And Singland will be at the foul line. That was the 7th foul, I guess, on the Aggies. Yep, 7th foul. That was the 17th foul. So now Singland, good free throw shooter, obviously, makes it. Actually, on the year, I look at it, 63%. I'm surprised. He's 4 for 4 in this game.
He's a great shooter, but he's that happens once in a while. But 63 is not good enough.
Not for a guy like that. No. All right, one more, and he gives the Weber State Wildcats the lead back. They take it back by 1 with 68-67 and 2:44 to play. Down the wire, and the stretch we go. All right, Moore across the stripe gets the pass. Janasek over to Shane Rector. Touch it off inside to Jalen Moore, posted up on Hill. Jalen bounced, hooks, and didn't get it. Janasek got a hand on it, didn't get it. Singland gets the board.
A little too flat. He needed to put a little arc on that ball.
They went for Jalen, posted up. It didn't work with 2:20 to go. 68-67. Wildcats one up on the Aggies between the circles. Singland over on the right. Richardson off the screen. Richardson free throw line. Drop it off inside Braxton. Spins around, and then throws it back to Richardson. That 3 is good, and he's fouled. He made the 3, and Merrill fouled him.
Wow, that's a tough one.
So now all of a sudden Richardson has 9, where he really struggled at the start of the game, and Weber State leads by 4 with 2:08.
Maybe got a little, makes you wonder, huh?
And now here's Richardson trying to finish a rare 4-point play chance. To give Weber State a 4-point lead with 2:08. That is a dagger shot and a big free throw. He did not score against the Aggies last year. 5-point lead, Wildcats, 72-67. Now McEwen to Merrill. Left side Rector. Screen Norby. Wants him to come around to this side. Rector goes around it. Shane now drives, goes down the left side, lost control of the ball, out of bounds. And nobody touched it but him. You got a timeout call by Tim Duryea as the Aggies are 5 down. That is the biggest margin other than the 7 they've had in this game. 1:54 to go, 72-67. We take a 30-second coach's timeout. This is the Aggie Basketball Network.
Fouling on a three-pointer is just disastrous down here. That's a big... You can see even if it made the 3 and not fouled, it's still, make a bucket and back to 2.
Yeah, Will. Okay. Well, Weber State has built their second big lead of the second half. They had a 7-point lead, and then the Aggies reeled them in. I think it was 50-43, and then Utah State came back and got it tied at 52. Then the Aggies got their first lead at 60-58 about the 6-minute mark, and then with about 3:25 to go, took a 1-point lead, their second lead of the half. Then it's been a little bit back and forth, but now they're down 5 with 1:54.
Yeah, that 4-pointer just was a dagger right now. It's going to make it a little more of an uphill climb. And we just had a turnover. They're up 5 with the ball, Al.
And the turnover by Rector, I believe, is his 10th of the night.
Yeah.
I think it's where it has tonight. For the Aggies, now they have
11.
They have 9 turnovers.
Yeah.
I have them for 10, so somewhere I've given them one too many. All right, Weber State Singleton brings it up on McEwen. Aggies in man-to-man, and a foul on Quinn Taylor. Foul Hill, I believe. 9th foul on the Aggies. So it'll be 1-1 for Braxton. So maybe it's a hack of Braxton. Maybe they did go and kind of foul him.
It looked like it.
I mean, he's a 38% free throw shooter on the year. He is 1 for 2 tonight. Braxton shoots it away. 1-1, missed it. And a lane violation on Utah State gives him another chance.
Wow, Jimmy has really got eagle eye tonight, hasn't he?
Yeah. So it's back to 1-1 for Braxton. So now he gets another chance. Normally when that happens, you know what happens.
Well, a little more chance of the 38er. There he goes.
See?
And that's the first one. He gets another one.
Yeah. It was 1-1 missed, 5-point game. Now, lane violation 6, 1:46 still on the clock, but the Aggies down trying to come back, and he made 1 out of 2. All right, Moore with the rebound. Aggies have to score quickly. All right, Merrill between the circles, 140. Now Rector off the screen, and that's got to be a reach across foul on Harding. They didn't call it. Yeah, they finally did blow the whistle out front.
They got it out front.
3rd foul, Rector will shoot 2.
I think they're going to go
73-67. They're going to bring Taylor for defense. Try to get Norby in for offense, it looks like to me, what the Aggies are doing.
They're platooning for sure.
All right, so here's Shane Rector at the foul line, still 137, and the free throw rattles in. Rector has 7 points all this half. And now Baker comes in replacing Braxton, so they can't foul him, the 38% free throw shooter.
We're kind of coaching against each other a little right now.
And Baker's about 70% on the year shooting free throws. All right, Rector's second in. So the clock stopped and the Aggies cut it down to 4. 73-69, 133. Singling across the timeline on Kobe McEwen.
Big possession right here.
Gotta stop. All right, Harding out between the circles. Singleton comes and gets it near the timeline. 15 to shoot. They want the ball in his hands. Now Singleton waiting for the move here with 10, with 9. He gets the screen for the big guy. He pulls up and shoots a 15-footer on the left. It's no good. It's rebounded by Baker. Taken away, though, by Jalen Moore.
Nice rebound, Jalen.
1:07 to go. That's a big play. Now Rector Driving, penetrating, pass to Quinn Taylor, left-hand layup, no. Quinn Taylor rebounds, throws it back out front. McEwen for three. No, we had a foul earlier, I think.
Way early, yeah. Randy had one down underneath.
Called the foul on Baker, and Quinn Taylor will be at the foul line. Quinn had a chance to get a three-point play the old way,
Yes, he
and he
did.
missed the lay-in. Taylor has 7 points tonight. So Quinn's had about 4 or 5 games recently where he hasn't scored, and then when he scores, he gets 6 to 7 to 8 points. He's got 8.
That's nice. He and Merrill really good off the bench. They're both right close to double figures. Merrill already is.
58.7, cut it back to 3. Now Quinn Taylor's second free throw is good, and he cuts it to a 2-point game. 73-71, 58.7. Crowd trying to help him out here in the Spectrum. Singling across the timeline. 54 seconds to play. Baker to Harding, 50 seconds to play. Hand off the ball, Singling. 47 seconds. 17 on the shot clock. Now Rector has him defensively. Here comes Hill to screen for him, and Rector trying to peek in at the ball. Now Singling drives it, goes down the middle, runs into Taylor, and it's a charge! He's out of the game! He charged on Quinn Taylor, and he's out of the game! Singling is done. Close to being on that arc, but he fouls out with 34.8 to go. So Singling with his 5th personal foul. Randy Ray wants him to go look at the monitor to see if he was inside the arc, but I don't know if that's a reviewable deal. I don't know if they can go and look at the arc.
They're not doing it.
They're not. Singling still out there trying to plead his case. They have 30 seconds to substitute him in right now. Still at 73-71 for Weber State. Here comes Cody John. So Singling fouls out on a drive. Quinn Taylor took the charge.
Yeah. Quinn's big 2 foul pitches. Nice job.
Still, Weber State leads by 2 with 34.8. A lot of basketball game. Now Braxton's going to check in for the Wildcats and replace Baker, it looks like, for defense. So now Richardson comes back and tries to put a little pressure on Rector, but Rector gets the inbounds toss. 2-point ball game. Weber State with the lead. Aggies with the ball. Give it off to McEwen. McEwen over to Dargington. Get it off to Jalen. Moore down in the low left block. Backing. Turns around. Puts up one-handed. Didn't go. Rebound Braxton. Braxton's fouled with 18 seconds to play. Jalen again. Couldn't get it to drop. That time a little more controlled, a little more touch, but it wouldn't drop.
Yeah, put a little English on it to get around the corner. He kind of duck under shot.
Taylor fouled for his 3rd. We walk to the other end. Hanson Motor brings you the game. Big year-end discounts. Save over $11,000 on the 2016 Tahoe. Wrap up something awesome for Christmas. Hanson Motors in Brigham City.
You know, I like a penetrating move in a situation like that. Get the foul. You're going to get the call.
Braxton's free throw, good.
Oh.
It hit the back iron and died and went in. Wildcats lead by 3 with 18 seconds. Aggies still can't get over the top. Merrill checks in for Dargington for more offense. I think if the free throw goes, Randy Ray says I want a timeout for defense. 74-71. Braxton, no good this time. Rebound, Hill! He falls down with the ball and the Aggies fouled him.
They got a foul.
They're calling on Quinn Taylor again. So a missed free throw and you don't get the rebound.
Can you believe that? There you go. How many times has that happened? That's about as ridiculous.
The free throwing bugaboos one side or another for the Aggies are just really hurt.
Yeah, a miss that we can't rebound or a make we should.
Now Hill's a really good free throw shooter,
Yeah.
77%, and they lead by 3. He could make it a 2-possession game here with 17 seconds
They're
to
looking
go.
for blood out there somewhere.
They think somebody's got blood on some uniform or on the floor somewhere, and Randy McCall's trying to find out who's got it.
I thought it was Hill. Have they looked at Hill? He was looking for blood.
Hill's now saying that, yeah, now it looks like he's the one who needs a towel. He's wiping on his hand is all.
Yeah, it's not. Can't find it. It's an interesting little delay
So
game.
17.3 to go. Hill at the free throw line. Has a chance to really almost give Weber State the game in some ways here, make it a 2-possession
Make it
game.
difficult for us.
Yep.
Sure.
Kendall's free throw launched and perfect. He spins it away, from kind of a push.
Yeah, it's a reverse spin on the ball.
Now that Randy Ray has a 2-possession lead, he calls the timeout for defense.
Yep.
Leading by 4. Remember, Randy Ray, 2-10 against the Aggies, has not won a game here in Logan as a head coach.
Well,
75-71 with 17.3 to go. He's done a great job there, but hadn't been able to beat the Aggies, but maybe tonight.
Interesting chess match from the coaches. Tim is substituting offense for defense. Randy had to play his guard with 4 fouls down the stretch, now loses him. He's playing a little cat and mouse game himself.
Still, though, it's, again, just missed opportunities when the Aggies had so many chances there where it was a 2-point ball game. They kept driving down the floor and couldn't get anything.
I think of the nice little 2-footer by Janisic and a 1-inch tip in by Moore that neither one went.
And Jalen, they isolated him in the post twice, and he didn't deliver on shots. One was kind of a rope. The other one had a little more touch on it, but
part of delivering on that inside power play is to get fouled. I mean, rather to break your neck to avoid a foul and put up a hope shot, go through his arms, get fouled. It might go in. If it does, plus. If not, stand at the foul line. You're scoring while the clock is stopped. We'd probably have 5 or 10 more seconds left in the game. We're okay, though. We still got a chance. Even if he puts this in, it's just a 2-possession.
2 possessions, but you got to do it fast. And I'm sure Weber State's saying, don't stop the clock. Don't foul them at the other end. Even if let them score, then let them foul us to stop the clock. Don't foul them at the other end to stop the clock and give the Aggies the edge. Hill with one more push away, and his high arcer short. Comes to Sam Merrill. Got to go quickly. Down 4, 15 seconds. Rector will drive, give it back to Jalen, who bobbles it, gets it. Moore now drives, lost control of the ball, out of bounds. It belongs to Weber State, and there is your ball game.
Can you believe that?
Jalen Moore, twice they go to him, gets the pass at the top of the key. He bobbled it to start with, then picked it up and threw the ball out of bounds.
We've got great guard penetrators in McEwen and Rector.
And Rector gave it up to Jalen.
And he gave it up. I mean, get those guards to the bucket. The big guys trail. Knock it in.
All right, all they got to do is get the ball in. They get it to Baker, and here's Quinn Taylor fouling. Quinn's going to foul out of the game now with 7.9 to go. So Quinn Taylor will be out. He had a 9-point game, his season high, but it's a 75-71 Weber State lead with 7.9, and the Wildcats are going to stop that 10-game losing streak in Logan.
Yeah, two really bad turnovers. One by Rector, remember, driving the bucket, falls off, and this one by Moore.
Twice. Both times, yeah, just trying to do so much and working so hard at it rather than just relaxing and playing.
You can look at their body language in their face. That's what they're trying to do.
Baker shoots 2 free throws here with 7.9. And again, it's basically academic tonight. That is his first point of the game. He had 11 against the Aggies last year, and he averages 9.9 this year.
Yeah, he hasn't played a lot.
Nope, they just haven't felt like they could use him in this combination. They didn't like him in this game tonight. And he makes both free throws, though. Weber State just will celebrate. This will be their 5th win. They'll be 5-6 before they start at Montana State. That'll be tough road games. This one will help them for that.
They're through their preseason.
Yep. Now the ball to Rector. He lets it roll until he picks it up near the timeline to start the clock with 7 seconds. Got to shoot real quickly. Rector for 3. The Bankers no good. Rebound by Hill. And Weber State wins it 77-71 over Utah State. So the Aggies' 3-game win streak is stopped here at the D. Glenn Smith Spectrum tonight by a Weber State team that just wouldn't be denied. Every time the Aggies got the lead, they took it right back and held it.
You called it early in the game when you described how hard it is to play from behind. It doesn't matter if it's 1 point or 3 or 4 points, but we just couldn't get over the hill.
What does that say? The Aggies got no field goals in the last 3 minutes of the game. When you're trying to come from behind, you got to do that. They did get a couple free throw chances, but they made the free throws there. It was more the turnovers and then the missed shots when they are isolated in the post.
My number 1 key was turnovers, Al, and I didn't say how many. It's just when and how.
Yep.
And both of them were really disastrous.
Aggies only end up with 11 turnovers, but they were huge, and Weber State wins at 77-71. All right, we're coming back for post-game in the Spectrum in just a minute, and we'll be right back. This is the Utah State Aggie Network. Let's see. Well, I just had Jalen the last game. What do you want, Sam?
That's